Hi, Hub Arkus for Pro Football Weekly with more of our award-winning fantasy football coverage. A lot of those awards thanks to Mike Wilkening, our senior editor, who is our fantasy football expert. We do exploit and avoid every week, give you a couple guys who you want to be sure and get in the lineup because of a favorable matchup, guys who might scare you a little bit because of a matchup that, well, the defense might just be too good. Let's start on the exploit side. Where are we going this week, Mike?
We're going to New Orleans where the Buccaneers and Saints play, and this is a week to get all of your skill position players into the lineup out of these games. And look, you're always going to start Drew Brees. You're always going to start Doug Martin. But I'm talking about guys like Josh Freeman, Mike Williams, Dallas Clark of Tampa, Darren Sproles, Lance Moore, Mark Ingram of New Orleans. I think all of those guys I just mentioned merit a long look on Sunday. This is a game that could be a very high-scoring affair. These two teams combined for nearly 1,000 yards in the first meeting between the teams, and this could be another high-scoring affair. I really think you need to get your Bucs, you need to get your Saints in the lineup. Week 15 points are so important. I think this could be a very high-scoring game.
Now you wonder, what would you avoid? I'm in the semifinals of our fantasy league. I love my 49er defense, but they're going to New England. Now I got to go with the Niners, but it makes you think twice. What about one you don't even think twice about? Get them out of the lineup.
Well, I think you bring up a good point, Hub, in the sense that low upside matchups are what you want to avoid in Week 15 if you can. And again, I think we come to the example of Texans-Colts, and this is the first game between the teams this season. Houston returning home. Like, you're always going to start Reggie Wayne. I think Andrew Luck has become a must-start for a lot of fantasy owners. But you get into guys like Vic Ballard, Donnie Avery, T.Y. Hilton, Dwayne Allen, Coby Fleener. I think you have to be very careful with guys like that. You start your marquee players always in Week 15, but it's your sort of complementary players in weeks like this against tough matchups. Houston, this defense is a lot better than they showed on Monday night. I just think it's a low upside matchup. And when you look at this Colts offense, it's not the highest upside offense when you look at it. They're tied for 17th in points. You start Wayne, you probably start Luck. Everything else, I'm a little shaky.
Yeah, one other quick thought on Andrew Luck, and I agree you got to play him, but if your league penalizes interceptions,
right,
be careful. 18 touchdowns and 18 picks to match. It's the one thing people aren't talking much about Andrew Luck. He'll have to get better. Happens to a lot of good rookies. That does it for Exploit and Avoid this week. For all the best in fantasy football information or anything you need to enjoy the NFL, you want to be at ProFootballWeekly.com all the time.